Hello and welcome. Today we are going to be learning about Flipgrid, which is an interactive video board that can be used within your classroom. This can be utilized as an app or on the web. And in our module today we are going to be looking at both the role of the teacher and the student. Let's start with an educator role. What you will need to do first is go to flipgrid.com. If you just put that in your browser, it'll bring up this page. From here, you can either sign up or log in as an educator. Since I already have a login, I'm going to click Educator Login. And you can log in through Google or you can create an account. It's super fast and easy. And you'll get a screen that looks like this. Now, Flipgrid has a paid version and a free version. With the free version, the only downside is you can only create one grid at a time. We all know that teachers are frugal and our funds are not extravagant, so I always go with the free version, which means I only get one grid at a time, but I use it, delete it, and keep going. So the first thing you have to do is set up your grid. And I'm just going to name this grid my class. The purpose is to have video responses and make learning fun. You can continue to scroll down. You can turn on followers so parents can follow. You can have a password protection. You can choose to share your links in Google Classroom or Facebook or Twitter. You can choose if you want it to notify you or turn on captions. They have all kinds of different options here. And then you can even upload a picture that matches your particular grid. I like this one. And then you can create your grid. And then the next thing you're going to do is create a topic. Now, like I said, I always create a topic and delete it after I review it because I can only have one with the free version. So this is fun. You can do it for any topic: math, science, social studies, reading, writing, whatever you feel like. So today, let's see. I might say share an example of a metaphor. We've been studying figurative language, and I want my students to give an example. So each video response is only 90 seconds. They only get 1 minute and 30 seconds to record, so it's a quick activating strategy. And then in the box below, you can give some more explicit directions. So I might say, after you have written your own metaphor example, make sure we spell everything correctly, record it here. And then maybe I want them to explain what makes it a metaphor. So not only do they have to give an example, but they have to explain why it's a metaphor. And then I can create my topic. All right, it'll come up with a code for you. And the code is always in your video response. So now we're going to pause and we're going to look at what it'll look like in the student side. Okay, as a student, I'm either going to go to flipgrid.com or I'm going to pull up the Flipgrid app on my device. And I'll have this little box here that says enter a Flipgrid code. This is where your students are going to type in the code that you got for your board. So we're going to enter that code that we just made, and they get a screen that looks like this, and it has your directions, share an example of a metaphor. After you've written your own metaphor, record here for your friends to view and explain what is a metaphor. Now we don't see anything because nobody has recorded yet, but if I click this plus, oh, I get a box that looks like this, and my face comes up, and this is always really exciting for the students because they're able to record themselves. So they'll click this box, and they'll have this record button right here, and they'll have 1 minute and 30 seconds to record their metaphor and explain what their metaphor is. So if you click it, it gives them a countdown, they get started, they record, they say everything that they need to say, you pause it, and then the fun part is they can click next and their video plays. Say that they're happy with it, they continue on to the next one, and this is fun for them as well. They get to take a selfie, and this is what displays in the grid for everyone to see. So I always let my students do something fun. They can even pick stickers and emojis to decorate their selfie. Whenever I give directions, I always tell my students you get to choose 2 things, maximum 2 things, so they don't overcrowd everything. So say I want to give myself a hat and a bow tie. And now I am emojied up with my 2 emojis and I'm ready to go. So you upload it, you have to put in your name, and you can put in an email address if you want. You can also put in titles if you want. They do not have to, and you can submit your video. And then you see that the name pops up with your selfie picture. As more people add responses, there are more videos. You can click on each of your friends' videos as they pop up and they play. You can like it, you can add questions, you can say that it's funny, and you can see how many people have viewed in each time, which is in real time, which is really cool. So they can watch each other's videos in their own time. I have found that this is a great activating and summarizing strategy. I have used it across all subjects in my classroom. I'm excited for you to explore and get to enjoy Flipgrid as well. Thank you. Have a fantastic day.